welcome to another tech tip, and I'm back in Canva again because I am loving Canva, and I thought this would be a great way to review for EOC, so I'm going to give you a lesson idea that I have. Today I'm going to talk about the tool of the whiteboard. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new whiteboard, and I'll talk about different templates and things you can do. They have all sorts of ones in here built in, so I highly encourage you to explore some of the ones that they have built in. Especially they have a whole education category, okay? So you can put, education. And it's going to come up with a lot of the ones that they have, which are really, really, extensive, okay? So there's a whole lot of whiteboard things out there to get you started if you want to start with a template. And let me talk to you a little bit about what a whiteboard is, because it's different than a slide or a doc in that it extends out way far. So when you come in, it brings you into the center of the screen at 100%. So if I see this little grabber thing, this little slider thing down here, grab this, and I can come way out, right? So if I was using this with students, I might say, okay, I want you to find a space on the whiteboard and put your name. And if I share this with another student, they might put their name over here, right? And I say, okay, everyone find a space. And I might even already have elements in there, so I could put sticky notes. I want everyone to have a sticky note. And notice it automatically puts the name on my sticky note, okay? Sticky notes are a great thing just because of how they have them already formatted to use with students. You can even react in here, so if you were doing this online collaboratively, you could do that. So let's say we're brainstorming topics for research, or coming up with science experiments we could do, right? So I want to experiment with the water cycle, and I could then ask people to come up with ideas and put them in a note under here, right? All sorts of things. And I have all this room. So see where that sticky note is? It's that tiny little yellow dot there. So you can go on and on forever. You can also add pages to this. So if I wanted to, I could add a page, right? I pretty much just stick to the one whiteboard. You can also, if you're working with students, you can do a timer, say everyone has 5 minutes to do whatever task, right? Start the timer. And then it starts counting down, and if students were working on this, I would be able to see them working, whatever they're working on in their seats when I share this with them. So students could log in, work on this, okay? Now, let's go to my idea, okay? So my idea is we use the Freyer model, right? We know this is a great vocabulary model. And what I would do is, first of all, I'm going to make this small, and I'm going to group it so that it all stays together, and then I'm going to duplicate, okay? And now you see that I have two, and just keep duplicating, and I can do a whole class worth, right? And then when it's time for me to do my review, I have a list of vocabulary words. Maybe I put them on individual sheets, and I have one student then go and give definition, facts and characteristics, examples and non-examples for that vocabulary word that they put in the middle. I would do this once with them, right? So let's say that I'm defining, let's do carnivore, right? Carnivore. And of course they could use words for facts, right? Characteristics, definitions, but they could also come over here to elements. And well, when I think of a carnivore, of course, one of the first things I think of is a cat. Oh my goodness, and this is just an excuse to look at cute cat pictures. So that's a carnivore, hard to believe, I know, okay? Non-examples, let's do, what is not a carnivore? Okay, a rabbit. And then I can put my cute little bunny rabbit over here, and this totally gets you out of the I can't draw things, right? Because now they can just come over here and grab their images and think of their examples and their definitions, right? So I would be doing one of these, but I could have my whole class doing different parts of these. So you would put your name on one, put your word on one, and everybody works on this, and then at the end you share them and you all get to look at each other's projects. It gives you a real audience. It makes kids actually care about it. So if you want to try this with your kids, one of the things you're going to have to do is share. And the way that I would share this, okay, is I would change the access so that anyone with the link can access this design. Copy this link, okay? And then you can also give access to a class, right? So if I share this with my team, Amy Kenyon's team can edit. Anyone who's joined my team can now do it. Now, you do have to get your kids to sign in and join, okay? So that they can collaborate and edit. But once you have this set up and students are doing it, they're going to find Canva to be so easy to use. So I think this is a great idea. This would be a great way to review for EOCs. Pick some core vocabulary to your subject area, get some examples, and have the kids work on something. I hope you all are having a great week and have a great spring break if you're not already on spring break. And I will see you later. I will not have a video next week because I am taking my spring break. Have a great week. Bye.